Rihanna has always been one of the most iconic and glamorous figures in the entertainment world. Her music, her beauty brand, and her fearless approach to everything she does have made her a household name. But what happens when the image of the invincible superstar begins to crack? What happens when even someone as powerful as Rihanna shows signs of vulnerability, tears falling in the public eye in a way few have ever seen? This shocking moment, captured shortly after her son's birthday celebration, left fans wondering, what could possibly bring Rihanna to tears? For those who don't know, Rihanna has always been incredibly private about her personal life, especially since becoming a mother. Since the birth of her son, she has done everything in her power to keep the details of her child's life, their family moments, and the intimate aspects of her personal relationships away from the prying eyes of the media. But what makes this moment even more startling is that Rihanna, known for her strength and unwavering public persona, was seen breaking down in tears shortly after celebrating her son's first birthday, a joyous occasion that should have been filled with nothing but happiness and pride. So why did it happen? What triggered Rihanna's emotional outpouring? Just days before her emotional breakdown, Rihanna was celebrating a major milestone, her son's first birthday. For any parent, a child's first birthday is one of the most significant events in their life. It's a moment filled with joy, pride, and love, marking the first year of a journey that will shape the rest of their lives. For Rihanna, who is used to living under the constant spotlight, it was a rare and precious moment of celebration that she shared with her family and closest friends. The images from that day revealed a glowing Rihanna, radiating love and happiness as she watched her son enjoy his special day. There were no signs of the emotional storm that would follow. She looked like the proud mother who had it all figured out. But the public image we so often see of Rihanna, confident, composed, in control, is only one facet of who she is. Behind the glitzy red carpets, the million-dollar beauty empire, and the international tours, Rihanna is still a human being, navigating life just like the rest of us. And this side of her, the vulnerable side, became glaringly visible in the moments that followed her son's birthday. What followed was not just an isolated moment, but an emotional breakdown that took everyone by surprise. Rihanna was seen in public wiping away tears, genuine, raw emotion that the world rarely sees from the ultra-glamorous singer and entrepreneur. There's something about seeing someone who is usually so put together, so indestructible, show that level of vulnerability. And this moment felt like a crack in the facade, a glimpse into the emotional battles she might be facing behind the scenes. So, what could have led to such a public display of emotion from someone who has always prided herself on her strength? What's the real story behind Rihanna's tears? While the exact cause of her emotional moment remains unclear, there are several factors that could have contributed. One theory, and perhaps one of the most likely, is the overwhelming exhaustion that comes with motherhood. As a new mother, Rihanna has had to navigate the demands of caring for a newborn while also balancing her career, managing her multi-million-dollar brand, and staying in the public eye. It's a lot for anyone to handle, let alone someone who is as high-profile as she is. We often see celebrities like Rihanna on stage, on billboards, and in front of cameras, but the behind-the-scenes reality can be far more demanding. Motherhood, especially in its early stages, is a grueling and relentless journey. There are sleepless nights, constant worry, and a sense of responsibility that never stops. Even someone as powerful as Rihanna is not immune to the exhaustion and emotional toll that comes with being a new mom. While her son's first birthday was undoubtedly a joyous occasion, it's possible that the emotions of that milestone, coupled with the weight of everything she's balancing, were simply too much to contain. The love for her son, the exhaustion from the challenges of new motherhood, and the pressure of living in the public eye could all have contributed to that emotional breakdown. Then there's the aspect of fame itself. Rihanna has been in the public eye for over a decade, and while she's mastered the art of keeping her personal life private, being under constant scrutiny takes its toll. It's a pressure that most of us can't fully comprehend, the need to always look perfect, to always be on, to always be the role model that the world expects her to be. Despite her public persona as a confident and powerful woman, Rihanna is still subjected to the highs and lows of living in the spotlight. Her fans adore her, but they also put her on a pedestal, and with that comes unrealistic expectations. No one can live up to the expectations of millions all the time. The reality of fame is that it's incredibly isolating, and those moments of emotional vulnerability are often the result of building pressure that has nowhere to go. Could this breakdown have been an expression of that strain? But the question that lingers is whether this emotional outpouring was simply about motherhood and fame, or if there was something deeper at play. After all, Rihanna has been through a lot in her life, and sometimes emotional breakdowns are tied to more than just immediate stress. Over the years, she's spoken about growing up in a difficult environment and experiencing personal loss and hardship. Perhaps Rihanna's tears were connected to some of the unresolved emotions from her past that motherhood, the passing of time, and the experiences of life have brought to the surface. There's also the possibility that Rihanna's tears were the result of the immense pressure of being a mother in the public eye. No matter how supportive her partner, A$AP Rocky, is, there's a unique set of challenges that come with being a mother to a child whose every moment is being observed. The scrutiny that Rihanna faces is constant, and it's something that, no matter how much she tries to shield her child from, will inevitably affect them. Could Rihanna's emotional breakdown have been a manifestation of the worries and fears she feels about raising her son in such an intense and often intrusive public environment? Perhaps, for the first time, she's grappling with the reality of what it means to have her child live in the spotlight. For someone as fiercely independent and private as Rihanna, the pressure of managing a family while simultaneously building empires in music, fashion, and beauty must be overwhelming at times. Perhaps her tears reflected more than just the stresses of motherhood. They could have been about coming to terms with the challenges of being a mother, a partner, and a public figure all at once. Could the emotional toll of trying to juggle everything finally caught up with her? And then there's the more emotional side to consider. How does Rihanna cope with the weight of expectations, both personal and professional? It's no secret that motherhood can change a person, shifting priorities and sparking new, sometimes overwhelming emotions. Rihanna has always been the epitome of confidence, but perhaps her tears represent a deeper shift, one that has to do with her vulnerability as a mother, a woman, and an individual. Maybe she's coming to terms with the notion that, while she may be an icon to the world, she is also just a woman with her own emotional battles. Whatever the reasons behind her tears, what we witnessed was a moment of human connection. A superstar brought down to earth, reminding us all that even the most successful, the most powerful people are still susceptible to the same emotional struggles that we face. Rihanna's tears didn't diminish her in any way. If anything, they made her more relatable, more real, and more beloved. She showed the world that even queens have their vulnerable moments. So, what does this mean for Rihanna moving forward? Will this emotional moment mark a new chapter in how she navigates motherhood and fame? How will she continue to juggle her public and private lives while maintaining her immense success? And what about her fans? What did they take away from this moment of vulnerability? Did it change the way they view the powerhouse that is Rihanna? Let us know your thoughts. Do you think the emotional breakdown was the result of stress, or do you believe it was a deeper emotional moment related to motherhood and fame? Drop your comments below and don't forget to subscribe for more updates on this unexpected yet deeply human side of Rihanna's journey.